Rick Persson, representing, how do you pronounce that?
CARCAJOU
Shooting Club, okay. Speaking against.
I'm here to represent the CARCAJOU Shooting Club, of which I am a member.
So you're on Lake Koshinan also?
I am on Lake Koshinan also, and we own, the club owns 1.5 miles of shoreline itself, consisting of 182 acres. That's left. We started with 300, so the balance of it is in the lake. And then I have my own parcel of property, which consists of 42 acres of personal owned property that's adjacent to it. So I'm here representing the CARCAJOU Shooting Club and myself.
Good.
But I want to thank you for hearing us today, Mr. Chairman and the Senators. I know it's a long day, so I'm going to be quick and to the point. I'm a full-time resident and landholder in Lake Koshinan. I'm here representing the CARCAJOU Shooting Club. I'm opposed to the sections 44 and 46 of AB 600, especially section 46, which contains the language we've already discussed. Section 46, the department will give substantial weight and findings by the districts related to the water level in the district is determined to be necessary to protect property values, and economic values within the district's jurisdiction. I feel this opens up the possibility of abuse. The Lake District will be able to use paid-for information in their findings in order to promote their own agenda, disregarding opposing public input data. Section 46 does not allow for opposing or superior information to be granted equal weight. If proof of destructive practices by Lake District boards is presented to the DNR, they will not have the ability to enforce proper action. Section 46 also opens the door for a double standard for Lake District boards. What a Lake District board deems to be beneficial for one property owner may not be beneficial for the other. 46 does not allow WDNR to properly process all the information to be considered due to time restraints that are included in this bill. I'd like to add that the Lake District does not represent all members on our lake. I personally carry a greater responsibility to the environment due to the size of the properties that I'm involved in and I own. Not giving an equal say for shouldering a bigger responsibility I do not think is fair. The substitute amendment will take away from my property rights in addition to my property as well. I have brought documented proof of this taking issue that has arisen. This information on file, all this information is on file with the ALJ hearings that we had in the contested case hearing. This is the file that I have. It's on file with them and with the WDNR. Our Lake District Board is fully aware of the taking issue, yet they are trying to manipulate the system to take away the rights as a landowner currently has. I will have no resource or nobody to address my concerns with should substantial amount of weight be given to the Lake District and not to the WDNR. At the present time, if the Lake District is to get their increased land or increased water levels, which is stipulated so far as 7 inches, to my understanding is to eliminate the target levels of 7 inches and operate within a range. The top of that range is 777.00 based on the USGS survey data for the level of the lake. At that level, that would be approximately, I think, 10¼ inches. I would lose 25% of my personal property that is now dry, usable ground. The CARCAJOU Shooting Club will lose 33% of its dry, usable ground. That property will be permanently flooded under those operating orders that are there. So I view this more as a property taking issue, and I don't get equal say as to what my concerns are or my evidence would have lesser value. The models that the Lake District has presented are hedonic models, and hedonic models can be manipulated based on your input that you put into them. I have reviewed them in my capacity, not as a professional, but just as an ordinary individual, And I have basically not seen where in the hedonic model that was presented that the Tyson Foods was taken into consideration and the economic loss there, the economic loss of my property, my economic timber value loss that I have. This is just not wetlands. These are dry, usable grounds with mature trees on them. There are other properties around the lake that are not here today, but I'm not the only case. I did not see any of that economic value added into that model either. So in conclusion, I would just like to voice my opinion against the bill that's proposed, and especially Section 46 that's out there. Lastly, I would like to respectfully kind of correct the comments that were said earlier regarding our Lake District. The parcels of land of the Lake District, it was mentioned that there were 7,000 constituents. We've kind of gone over this before. When I say we've, myself, to my knowledge, there's about 3,500 parcels on Lake Koshkonong.